Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 9 of our Real Quick segment, we'll call it. Fun stuff today. In a couple of days, it is the holiday season. Christmas is upon us. So we figured we would do a nice little Real Quick ranking our individual top 10 Christmas movies of all time. This won't be a draft situation, so it's not like if I pick Elf, no one else can pick Elf. We're just going to run through our top 10, discuss. I'm looking at my list in front of me. I think I got a lot of possibly hot takes. Before we get into our rankings, though, again, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, we are all over the place. Apple Podcasts. Throw us a follow, like, comment, share on all of our content. It means the world to us. A couple of weeks ago, we made it into that Spotfiy Top 100 Film and TV podcasts. That is not our end goal. We want to be number one. We want to get to the top. So help us out as much as possible. You guys are already amazing doing what you can. Let's just get right into it. There's not much of an intro needed here. We are ranking our top 10 Christmas movies. Let's go around quickly. Let's give 2 honorable mentions each before we jump into our top 10. Let's just get more content out here.
You made me panic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't tell these guys ahead of time that I would do honorable mentions. So
I thought we would just do them at the end.
I'm so
that's
sorry.
No, too bad. George decides.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
too
fine.
bad. We're doing it right away. I'll go first.
I don't
to give
know
you guys
any.
time. So 2 honorable mentions of mine are the Polar Express and Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey starring ones. The Polar Express being an absolute staple of my childhood. I'm honestly sad leaving it off my top 10, but when I look at my top 10, we've seen some fantastic Christmas movies in our time. And then How the Grinch Stole Christmas, I think Tyler texted us this morning saying Jim Carrey in that movie should be looked on as one of the best acting performances of all time. I don't particularly disagree with that. I think he is incredible in that movie, and the movie itself is very solid. Cam, let me get 2 honorable mentions.
Yeah, I mean, I could discuss this. I don't like the Grinch. Or How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. Sorry, sorry. I take that back. I like it.
That's why you rigged the bracket by not really describing it accurately.
No, I put live action.
Oh yeah,
I put live action.
You did.
Also, I think right now
it's not called the Grinch though.
No, dude. There's 3. The Grinch is from 2016.
There's
I should
3
put
films, isn't there?
So there's How the Grinch Stole Christmas live action. There's How the Grinch Stole Christmas animated, and then from 2016 there's just The Grinch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So The Grinch is right now beating
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas, which I think
Which is shameful.
Which I think it's because people think it's the
wrong
they didn't look.
Yeah.
So that
Which
I was
even so, he shouldn't be winning.
All right,
What's your
couple
honorable
honorable
mentions, Cam?
mentions, sorry.
Cam, let's get those honorable mentions.
Yeah, so I just want to say before we start, I did my favorites. So not my highest scored. I did my favorites,
Same.
which we talked about this earlier, Seth. I try to be as objective as possible.
Yeah, mine is just I scored. That's fine.
Mine are my favorites. So a couple honorable mentions. One I didn't think about. I liked Violent Night. I'll throw that out there.
That's probably my honorable mentions.
Yeah, and then also, I don't necessarily think it's like the best movie ever. I like The Grinch, the new animated movie. I kind of like.
Watched it.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's something I watch every year now with my niece. Like,
Who's
she
the
loved
voice
it
in
when-
that? If you don't know off the top of your head,
Benedict
that's fine. Oh, it is.
Benedict
Okay.
Cumberbatch, yeah.
Oh,
And then
that
like
works.
Keenan Thompson's in it. It's just I don't know. I like it. It's a little fun.
It's enjoyable.
I have a non-honorable mention.
What?
Just
A dishonorable
we'll get
mention.
Yeah, at the
All right.
very end. It's not even a dishonorable mention.
Tyler, let me get 2 honorable mentions from you.
So again, like Cam said, this is not I'm not going my top 10 highest rated. These are like my favorites, but also like what I'm rewatching. So out of this, like this is probably going to be in your guys' top 10. Maybe I'm projecting. A lot of people consider this like the greatest of all time. I don't know what it is. I don't connect with it. I don't rewatch it. But National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, that's just an honorable mention for me. A lot of people love that movie.
I don't know what that is.
For me, I saw it once, never needed to watch it again.
That hurt my soul. That hurt my soul.
That I don't know. I'm in the minority there for sure, but it just wasn't my favorite. So that's the only honorable mention I have because I have 11 listed and I have 10 others. So I'll move it on to Seth.
All right, it's 11. Damn, I got 27 in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, I could have.
I'm one of those guys. I don't watch. I'll just rewatch the same Christmas film, so I don't have many. I didn't mind the Christmas Carol, Robert Zemeckis' one. It was a bit weird, but I didn't mind it.
I like it.
Polar Express, also weird, but I don't mind it. I used to like Bad Santa when I was younger. I don't particularly like it now, but I guess
I like that shit. It's on my list.
Is it? I don't. And also Die Hard. That'd be on my honorable mentions.
Not my top 10 list, just like on my Christmas list. It's at number 19.
Seth,
yeah.
can I say, in no offense here, I hope you don't get offended. Yeah. You struggle with making a top 10 list more than anyone I've ever met.
No, I did it straight away. What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Well, I just assumed you were like overthinking it again because you said like making your top 50 was super hard. But then
that's the top 50 of all time.
When I said make your top 10 Christmas movies, you go in order? Question mark?
No,
what do you mean?
No, I didn't know because a top 10 doesn't mean ranked. It can just be a top 10 in any order. I didn't know if you wanted any order.
Though. It kind of means right.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does. I think it does.
Yeah, fuck you, Americans. Anyway, I'll continue.
I gave a chuckle when you said in order, and then Cam said preferably.
No, because you watch these videos, right, and people say in order. So I didn't know if you just wanted 10 of my favorites or 10 in order.
I mean, it doesn't.
It's a valid question. It's a valid question.
All right, let's not harp on this. Let's move into our top 10. So we're gonna do. So we're each gonna go around. We're gonna give our 10 through 6.
Yeah.
We'll give a brief discussion. I'm sure it'll lead to greater conversation. And then when we're all done giving our 10 through 6, we will go around one by one and give our 5s, all of us, and then we'll go around and give our 4s, 3s, 2, 1s, yada yada. Let's kick it off, Seth, because now I'm just curious about what your in no particular order top 10 looks like.
No, I've got it in order. I did it in order. Anyway,
what is your 10 through 6?
My 10 is Elf. My 9 is the Grinch, obviously the Jim Carrey one. My 8 is The Snowman, which is the short film I was referring to earlier. I don't know if that's big over there. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, fair enough. My 7 is Muppets Christmas Carol, and my 6 is Eyes Wide Shut, which might be.
I knew it.
Hear me out. To be fair, George, right? At least I didn't put it in my top 5. Like,
to be fair, I have 3 movies in my top 5 that aren't traditional Christmas movies.
Because that's set. There's decorations. It's set at Christmas.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying I knew you were gonna.
I had to sneak a Kubrick in there.
Obviously,
I don't even like it that much.
Cheeky.
I don't love that film anyway, but it had to be in there because if you're getting Die Hard, I'm getting that.
I completely respect that. Cam, give us your 10 through 6 and tell us where the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special lands.
Oh shit, I forgot that. One I missed on my honorable mention, sorry, is the Santa Claus. I don't think it's I don't think it's good. I don't think it's all that great, but I like it.
It's a good show.
So number 10, I have A Christmas Story. And A Christmas Story for me is kind of one of those movies. I watch it every year and I like it, but I don't necessarily like love it, but I watch it every year. So I feel like it had to be on here.
Yeah.
You know? 9, Home Alone 2.
Oh, stop
9.
Stop it.
I mean, it's just my favorites. I mean, you can. Yeah, I don't know. I like Home Alone 2 a lot.
No. I'm talking higher than that. I'm talking much higher than
that. I know. Do you want to know what I have it rated?
Yeah, it's got to be the 80s, surely.
85.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, so
okay.
4.5 out of 5.
No worries.
And then 8, Klaus. A recent addition for me.
I
watched it for the first time last year. I watched it for the first time last year and just fucking loved it.
Is it the Netflix one?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
I took it last week. Wasn't received well. That's fine. That's fine. What am I at? 6? 6 is Die Hard.
Nice.
Yeah, Die Hard's probably my highest rated on here.
Film bro ass.
I'm gonna make a video on Die Hard being a Christmas movie today.
All right, Tyler, give us your 10 through 6.
Number 10, again, probably one of my highest rated Christmas movies, but I never rewatched it, so that's kind of what I went off on here. Is It's a Wonderful Life, brilliant film, not rewatching it. Number 9, Die Hard. Number 8, again, like I guess a Charlie Brown Christmas. Like I don't know, is it a movie? Is it not? What is it? I'm putting that on there. Timeout. What's the timeout, Cam?
I only had 9 movies, so I'm making 10 the Santa Claus. Sorry, continue.
Okay. I was a bated breath, making sure you got your top 10 correct.
Sorry.
Charlie Brown Christmas put at 8. Number 7, I'll put The Nightmare Before Christmas. Again, my list is completely purely off of like order I'd rewatch during Christmas time. And number 6 is The Polar Express, which I guess is about equal to Nightmare Before Christmas. I put Nightmare Before Christmas actually ahead of it, but 6 is a half dozen others. Same level for me as those two.
Interesting. We're all quite different there. I like it. Wait,
I feel like Christmas is a very like different. Like I feel like it's not like
Yeah.
a clear cut. People have everyone's guaranteed favorite Christmas movie.
There's a lot of films on your guys' list I haven't even heard of. So maybe it's a.
That's why I think
culture
doing a
thing.
top 10 is better than a draft, because I think a draft like so much of us would pick movies none of us would, the others weren't even like considering. It's like, oh like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's a cultural thing as well. Like a lot of them
Yeah.
I just haven't heard of. Yeah.
George.
Yeah.
George.
My 10 through 6. Number 10, I'm surprised no one's mentioned this, unless it's in your top 5, maybe. Miracle on 34th Street. That's an absolute classic. I'm probably not going to rewatch it too many times, but I'm also ranking mine on just like not my favorites. I'm going by order. I think that which one of these are the best.
Yeah.
At number 9, I have Elf. Again, another classic. One of Will Ferrell's most iconic performances and roles. Number 8, I do have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think that's an absolute Christmas holiday staple.
I
Never
thought it'd be
fails.
higher for you for some reason, so that's why I was like tempering
Well,
when I was like, yeah.
I promise you, my top 5 is going to throw you off.
Okay, fair.
Oh, he's gonna have some rate like.
Yeah,
just-
my top 5 is going to throw you off. Where am I at? Number 7, I have Home Alone. This has to be top 10 for me at least. And number 6, I have It's a Wonderful Life. So I'm happy Tyler shouted that out.
I thought that would be higher for you.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Again,
Honorable.
you will see my top 5. So those
I know.
those are our 10 through 6. Again, I feel like we're all one. I think just the sample size isn't that massive. Maybe there are a ton of Christmas movies that have ever been made, but I don't think either of us have seen that many to the point where our lists are going to be wildly different. So let's start getting into our 5 through 1. We'll go around. We'll start with Seth. We'll go Tyler, Cam, George, just the order of the circle on my screen. Let's discuss.
Okay.
Seth, give us your number 5.
This one is quite conflicting. It is the one I messaged you in the chat about earlier. But I searched everywhere and it did say it counts. I'm gonna go Edward Scissorhands for my 5.
I have no issue with that, honestly.
I have no issue
I've
with that.
never
either.
seen it. I've
I-
never seen it.
You never seen Edward
You've
Scissorhands?
seen
Is
it.
great. It's great. It's really, really good.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that would have been one of my next honorable mentions. I don't think I rate Edward Scissorhands as highly as most people, but I also have no problem with you considering it a Christmas movie.
I'll take it.
Tyler,
Okay.
number 5.
Number 5, don't need to harp on too long because it's been talked about and it'll be talked about more, but I'm just putting Home Alone right at number 5.
Yep.
Just a
Yep.
classic. Everyone, I feel like that's probably one of the only movies of a Christmas movie that's going to be pretty much in everyone in existence's top 10.
Do you think, and obviously there's no metric to truly tell us this, but do you think Home Alone is like, when the holiday season comes around, is Home Alone the most rewatched Christmas movie out there?
It is for me, certainly.
So therefore,
100
yes.
It's gotta be.
Probably.
That's got to be the movie that everyone just tosses on at least once every holiday season.
It's like the first one that comes to my mind always when I think Christmas movies. For some reason.
Exactly. Cam?
Yeah.
5.
So my number 5, I think it was on just Tyler's, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I have the Nightmare Before Christmas, a 91 out of 100 for me. This is a movie I didn't start watching until like I met my now wife Emma, and damn, it's good.
Do you know it's not actually? It was meant to be a Halloween film, wasn't it? It's not actually a Christmas film.
Yeah, but
I consider.
Oh,
both.
I'm still counting.
No, yeah, it's Christmas is in the name.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but no, I know what you're saying. God, that's good, and the music's so good, man. Is that Danny Elfman? I think it is.
Danny
Yes, it
Elfman
is.
and Henry Selick, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
just so good.
My number 5, I believe this was in Tyler's 10 through 6, but I have a Charlie Brown Christmas. I was hesitant putting it this high just because it is a 24-minute long, essentially
So
short.
is my one, like the Snowman.
Snowman too. But like, it was too much of a staple in my childhood for me to not pick it. It is just, it's so heartwarming. It's endearing. It's just a classic, short, quick watch around the holiday season that I absolutely love.
And yeah, one quick thing going off of that because it's so short. And Cam, on the ReelTok podcast, you just mentioned, what were you talking about? That's like way shorter than we all remember it to be.
Yeah, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, so
I had. If you haven't watched that episode and you're just watching that or this, that's interesting. But I mentioned it and I asked them what they thought the length was, and they guessed or George, I think was the only one that guessed, but guessed an hour 45. Or if it's any, he said if it's any longer than that, it shouldn't be. It's 25 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's like. I remember it being one of the greats. I haven't seen it in so long. But yeah, it's 25 minutes. Just
building on that, like The Nightmare Before Christmas, if you take out the credits, it's 65 minutes. Like that's way shorter than I remember it too. Like so many of these Christmas movies are just like so short, but that's fine. No need to add extra fluff. But yeah, sorry, just wanted to cut that in.
Yeah,
for sure. Seth, let's kick it. Let's kick around our top 4 or our number 4.
Yeah, I mean my 4 we don't need to speak about anymore is Nightmare Before Christmas. Amazing, love it. I probably watch it every year. Easy, my top 5. Yeah, great film.
Yeah. Is it Tyler next?
I think so.
Tyler. Yeah.
So again, this is going to be where we're getting into some stuff that might not be considered, but I rewatch it every year for Christmas. There's Christmas presents exchange. They talk about Christmas. Harry Potter franchise.
No.
Yep.
You're taking the whole franchise though. That feels a little cheap.
I was going to say that, but
I'm rewatching all the Harry Potter movies before Home Alone every year. That's just me.
I would, but then
that's fine.
My whole 10 would be like 8 of them would be Harry Potter films.
That's why I didn't want to clog up my whole rankings with them. I'm just putting them all in one because like
I should
this isn't a draft. Like I'm not stealing all the Harry Potters. I just don't want to waste this whole rankings with like, oh, Harry Potter number 3 is actually my 4th.
To put in an argument there, right? I get what you're saying because
Merry Christmas, Harry.
Yeah, but that's the presents. But it goes through the whole year. With a film like Die Hard, with a film like Eyes Wide Shut, it's in that timeline. Harry Potter goes for a whole year, so Christmas is going to be there.
I agree with Seth here. That's the reason.
I'm not going to take it away from you. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
fine. He's low-key
but I just think he goes through the whole time. So it's
no, I agree too. But literally, like, the only thing I'm doing in this draft is it's Christmas time. What's the order of movies I'm watching? There's only 3 movies I'm watching. When it's Christmas specifically, more than Harry Potter.
To be fair, I watched Lord of the Rings. Can I put Lord of the Rings in mine?
No Christmas presents.
Well, I watch it at Christmas. Like,
is Christmas even a thing in the Lord of the Rings universe?
Yeah, what? I'm moving on.
Christ was not masked in the Lord of the Rings.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is the best Christmas. No, actually, I was about to say something idiotic. I was gonna make a subgenre of Christmas movies, but one of the funniest Christmas movies is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah, I fucking.
It is hysterical.
It's so funny, man. That's
just one of. Also, the thing about Christmas movies is they're just so easy to rewatch.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a Blade Runner 2049 where like you gotta just lock yourself in. Like you could watch Christmas Vacation, just kind of sit on the couch and vibe. Roll social media, just have a good time with it.
I need to rewatch that. It probably would make it higher on my list. I just haven't seen it in like 8 years.
It's so great funny, man. I gotta watch it this year.
If Tyler's Harry Potter pick for number 4 pissed you off, then my pick of one of the greatest slasher films of all time, Black Christmas, at 4.
Oh no, that's fine. I haven't seen
Christmas
it.
in the name.
I think that's valid. Christmas is in the name. I think
Christmas is in the name. It takes place around Christmas time when all the sorority girls go home for holiday break.
Would I like that? Because I haven't seen
you would like it a lot. It's very high on my all-time list.
I've never seen it.
It's very good.
I have no issues with that. I haven't seen it, so.
Yeah. How am I going to fight?
Exactly. It's got Christmas in the name.
It's got Christmas in the name. No, did you think people were going to dispute that?
I didn't think you would dispute it. I just didn't think you would be as accepting of it.
No, that's fine.
I'm thinking my number 3 might get more of a reaction, but we'll get there. Seth, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is a classic in It's a Wonderful Life. That's my number 3.
Yeah. I had a feeling if any of us rated that highest, it would be you.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got 2 more to go, my friend.
No, I'm just saying that movie specifically.
Right.
It is old, isn't it? It is quite old, so yeah, it's something that I would do. Yeah, it's fair enough.
My number 3, which actually hasn't like aged the best for me. I still love it, still get a kick out of it every time, but my enjoyment's starting to dwindle the more I watch it, is Elf. I still do think it's very funny and a very good movie around Christmas time. My opinion is starting to go down on it a little bit as I'm getting older.
I didn't realize you'd have it that high. Fair enough.
Again, this is just based on movies that how often I'm rewatching them, and that's pretty much every year I'm going to watch Elf.
I think Elf. That's everyone's one.
I think Elf is a movie where I think the jokes hold up.
Yeah,
and there's a lot. Same with Christmas Vacation about how many times I watch these movies. Like I'll still laugh. I don't laugh as much as I used to, but I'm still giving a chuckle here.
I think Elf is one of the only Will Ferrell films that I will continuously find funny and not get bored of, because he has done so many bad films.
But it's like Seth, it's like that scene in Home Alone 2 that you love where the guy gets ripped with bricks. Like, I'll never not laugh at that.
It's so good.
I'll laugh at that every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Who are we up to?
It's me.
Pam.
Home Alone is my third at 92 out of 100 for me. What's there more to say? Like you said, I watch it every Christmas, but I think it's genuinely like a very great movie.
I agree.
Was that Home Alone? Was that one? Sorry.
Yeah, that was one. So
I
had
had on your list. You did, didn't you?
Yes, you got mad at me for having it at 8.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like it was 10 minutes ago, man.
You can't say anything.
Well, I like Home Alone more than it, and I like Home Alone 2 a lot. I don't know what else to say about Home Alone. It's just good quality movie.
All right. My number 3 is Greta Gerwig's Little Women.
No, I'm not having that.
I did see that on lists of people's Christmas movies. I literally just watched it for the very first time 3 days ago, and I don't even consider it a Christmas movie, but I saw it on lists, and I'm fine with it.
It's a Christmas movie.
Again, it's a top 10, so I'm not going to fight you.
I'm just saying.
This is
wild.
It's a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie.
You know what? I had this conversation with Anna. That would have gone straight in my easy top 10, maybe.
So put it. There.
No, because
that also occurs at all points of the year.
Fine. Lord of the Rings is my number 1. Fuck all of you. That's happening. That's it.
It's not a Christmas.
Neither is Little Women or Harry Potter or any of this shit.
Seth, just let it go.
It's
not a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie. I'm with you. It doesn't matter.
It's a Christmas movie. Seth,
so hold on. One quick thing I want to just interject here, just for an interesting conversation, is my friends consider this to be the criteria for Christmas movies. If you take Christmas out of the movie, is it still the same? Can the same story be told? Is that a valid criteria? Because Die Hard could still be the same story of terrorists.
No, I think
Die Hard is like set around Christmas.
Yeah. But the story doesn't change if it's not Christmas time.
Okay, same with Home Alone.
Same with fucking exactly.
Actually,
Home Alone.
No, George, you know what? Die Hard's a Christmas film. Fine.
It is.
No, Die Hard is a Christmas film. I think it has to be set.
Yeah, Little Women is not, but move on. Who cares? Oh my
Little
god,
Women is a Christmas movie.
It's not. Okay.
It's not, is it?
Seth, what's your number 2?
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring.
See, now you made it not.
No, fine. No, okay, fine. My number 2 is Home Alone 1.
Okay, good.
Gotcha.
Good pick.
Has to be there.
My number 2 now, A Christmas Story. This is definitely my favorite as a kid growing up. Definitely the Christmas movie I've seen the most by a large margin. I haven't seen any nearly as much as I've seen that movie. It's just classic. Love it. Even enjoyed the sequel. Good movie.
My number 2 is a movie that has not popped on anyone's list, and I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say it's not on anyone's one. It's The Year Without a Santa Claus, and it's
never heard of it.
This is where this could be my most biased review ever. I have it at an 89 out of 100. I fucking love this movie. You've never heard of it, Seth?
No, I've not. Maybe I
haven't heard of it.
It's 1974. It's a stop motion claymation.
And I haven't heard of it.
Right. Wow. Yeah, it's. Have you ever heard the Heat Miser song? Mr. Heat Blister.
I don't know. Keep singing.
Mr. Green Christmas.
I actually think I do know
Mr. 100.
There's a viral TikTok sound.
Yeah, but that was what is I'm high on crack or something. That's the song that it's from though. Absolutely goated. Great Christmas movie. Go watch it if you haven't. It's an hour. It's an hour long.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. It's
my number 2, a movie I'm pretty sure everyone's mentioned already, is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice. Yeah. Number 2, I like it.
I think it's an overlooked aspect of this film is how amazing technically it is. I think the animation style is beautiful, and then I also just think it tells a very lovely story.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Now we're getting into our number 1s. Let's do it. Let's go around. Seth?
Wait, can we guess Seth's?
Home Alone 2.
Oh, yeah. It's not
Home Alone 2.
The Christmas film that means the most to me.
Okay.
I used to watch this with my granddad every year. he used to watch these all the time. He used to watch like 10 times a year. He was obsessed with this. Home Alone 2 is always going to be my number one. Home Alone 1 and 2 are always going to be my top 2. Like, easy, anytime. It's
That's
a good
respectable. I know a lot of people that take 2 over 1. Like, I don't think that's a hot take at all.
No, I've heard that take 2.
They're quite close, though. They're close.
Yeah, I personally take 1 over 2. But...
Yeah.
Same.
Tyler?
It's a hot take because a lot of people hate on this movie, but my number 1 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I know Cam hates it, I guess.
Jim
But...
Carrey,
Cam, what do you rate it at? Because I
62.
I'm surprised you rolled your eyes at like
that's a
Jim
good
Carrey
rating.
not delivering an incredible acting performance in that either.
I mean, maybe I have to watch it because I haven't watched it since last year. But like, it's him in fucking green paint, not green paint.
It won an Oscar for that green paint, so shut your mouth.
Yeah.
It's an Oscar-winning film.
Okay,
It is.
The Grinch Stole Christmas. Yeah, so I have it at a 62. It's a
that's like a 3-star. That's fine.
3 out of 5.
That's
Yeah,
same
it's
as
a,
me. Yeah, same as me.
yeah, okay, it's fine.
I want you guys to know that How the Grinch Stole Christmas has more Oscars than Amy Adams.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great. That's so great. I have the animated just higher at a 64.
I need to watch that, I think, because
But my number 1. Do you have a guess?
Is it like is it a staple or is it an oddball?
It's a movie that's been mentioned. So
I can't think of what you're
Elf?
yeah, it's Elf.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah,
Cam,
I expected nothing
Yeah,
less.
it's not my highest rated. I have it a 90 out of 100, I believe. But I don't know.
It's a great movie.
I love Will Ferrell.
No doubt about it.
Was that in all our top 10s?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
It's classic. It makes you feel warm. Like Tyler or who said that it like still the jokes still hold
Yeah,
up. They're
George said that.
funny. They're low hanging fruit, sure, but I don't know. Maybe it's just from my childhood. That without a doubt, I watch 2-3 times a year.
Like
man.
the scene where big ass Will Ferrell is sitting on top of Elf's lap is just
man.
It feels like it shouldn't work anymore.
Yeah.
The jokes shouldn't be funny, but they are.
And it's like him eating the gum off the side, or like seeing Santa, but it's just an old guy. It's funny, just so funny, man. Good.
All right, my number 1 to cap off a top 10 of I'm trying to be different is obviously Die Hard.
Yeah.
It is a Christmas movie. It is about a man trying to reconcile with his wife and get back to and save his family. I love seeing those videos of people like putting side by side Home Alone and Die Hard because they are the exact same movie. Just told.
You have made me change my mind. This podcast.
It is just I've actually a lot of people have commented. If anything, you've convinced me that Home Alone is not a Christmas movie.
But that's disgusting. I'm not having any of that.
So, those are our top 10s. Let's run through quickly our top 10s. Seth, just run through it quickly.
Okay, so 10, Elf, 9, The Grinch, Jim Carrey, 8, The Snowman, 7, Muppet Christmas Carol, 6, Eyes Wide Shut, 5, Edward Scissorhands, 4, Night Before Christmas, 3, It's a Wonderful Life, 2, Home Alone 1, and 1, Home Alone 2.
Nice. Tyler?
10, It's a Wonderful Life. 9, Die Hard. 8, A Charlie Brown Christmas. 7, The Nightmare Before Christmas. 6, The Polar Express. 5, Home Alone. 4, Harry Potter. 3, Elf. 2, A Christmas Story. 1, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay. And that's Harry Potter as a whole for everyone listening if you didn't catch along.
Yeah.
Cam, top 10.
Yeah, I fucked it up during the video, so we'll just go through it. 10, The Santa Claus. 9, A Christmas Story. Home Alone 2, Klaus, Die Hard, getting into the top 5. The Nightmare Before Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, The Year Without a Santa Claus, and Elf.
Very nice. And then my top 10. 10, Miracle on 34th Street. 9, Elf. 8, National Lampoons. 7, Home Alone. 6, It's a Wonderful Life. 5, A Charlie Brown Christmas. 4, Black Christmas. 3, Little Women. 2, The Nightmare Before Christmas. And 1, the greatest Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard. If you're
Die Hard
watching,
is my highest rated, to be fair.
It's my highest rated too. We'll wrap that up. That was a quick little real quick. If you're on YouTube, comment below What's your top Christmas movie? What's your top
Wait,
five?
yeah.
Top
Cam, what was your dishonorable mention?
Oh yeah, what was that?
Fuck Polar Express.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Boo!
Oh my
And
God.
I have not seen that since I was a little kid, and I won't see it ever again. It scared the shit out of me because
It is scary.
I
It
watched
is
it in
scary.
3D, and the train came right at me, and I sat there and cried when I was like 8 years old or whatever. Boo, Polar Express. Bad movie. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
All right, Polar Express is a sick movie. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below. Tell us your top 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as of a list you want to comment, let us know what are your favorite Christmas movies. And again, as always, we are on all social medias. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. It would mean the world to us. We hope you guys enjoy this episode. Have a safe and happy holiday season, regardless of what you are celebrating. And we'll wrap that up there. Thank you for listening.